You okay there, Gerry? You're just wanting breakfast. Good morning, Palin. How you doing? How's it going? Morning, Rob. Morning, Zara. How we do? Why are you sniffle snaffling, Gerry? Gerry. Good morning, Monmouth. Gerry. Good morning, Joe. Morning, Maxwell. Good morning, G-Vote. How's everyone doing? How's it going? How we do? Morning, Dave. Morning, Thomas. You want your breakfast, don't you? You do. You're a hungry boy. He's a growing boy. He needs his breakfast. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Boba. Good morning, Genius. Hello. Oh, you're on mute. You can't hear what I'm saying anyway. Morning, Megalomaniac. Come on, the centre. Hello. Hello. How we do? Saffron, thank you very much for the 31 months. Good morning. How you doing? How's it going? How we do? Okay, let me get your pellets. Ooh. Oh, Gerry. What a little pickle he is. He does these little... I've been trying to... Well, I'd like to capture on video, but Gerry does these little dives for food sometimes. I have to like set up a camera and then give him his food and see if I can capture it. Good morning, Ravine. Morning, Tommy. Sorry for the slight delay today. I had business messages to send, and it was on those things that I was like, oh, I should just finish off this conversation and not like leave for an hour. So I thought, oh, just quickly finish it off. All good. Business. Lazybud, thank you very much for the 35 months. Good morning, Brenny and Buns. Thanks once again for all the fun and cozy streams. Ah, thank you. Are they like Lid's business messages? Oh, is this like when she calls up Rabs and leaves messages on his? It wasn't a message like that. It wasn't not that sort of business. If that's what you're referring to. I'd like to see him running around with his mouth open like you say he does. I'll have to just like leave the camera on the floor or something and see if I can morning, Rob. See if I can capture it. Capture he. I'm trying to think of what the best angle would be to try and get his little land shark moment. Oh yeah, it's February today, isn't it? Blimey. So I don't have to do a recipe video today. I was thinking, like, Arnho suggested that I should try to, keep... Oh, sorry, Fifi. I just booped her on the snoot. Good morning, Rach. The ones are good. The January is over. Now for me to do the February. And then March. The April. Arnho was suggesting that I should do like I should start making shorts. Now I'm in the habit of making shorts. I should start doing them for like Twitch clips and stuff. But Gerry, over here. But I find that that's like, I don't know, it feels odd to do. Sorry, I'm just making sure the bunnies get equal pellets. That's not a word. Equal pellets. I find that it's difficult to like pick out moments when it's yourself sort of thing. When it's like, I don't know, it feel. I mean, obviously I do the clip videos and stuff, so in a way I sort of do. Oh, Rob, thank you. It's very kind of you. Fifi, there were two underneath you. My angle. But I don't know. I guess I could give it a go. I'm sort of like, I don't really know how to use shorts, I'll be honest. They served a good purpose for this. Because it meant that I could like TikTok and Instagram reels. And this random bit of hay. No. She gave it a nibble and was like, no, not for me. Good morning, cow. April is when I go into hibernation for the whole month. And then you wake up and have the month of sleigh. Where you've rested. You're on your top self for the rest of the month. Hello. Good morning, Achancha. How's it going? I had such a strange, busy dream last night that I woke up feeling so unrested. And I also just couldn't sleep. I had to do my 45-minute audible snooze. For I was going to say for 45 minutes, but that was in the title. I had to snooze my phone 3 times. Cosy. Because I was just still awake when I was trying to eat. So I don't know if I need to try listening to a different story if I'm too invested in this particular one. Good morning, Stephen. So yeah, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and then couldn't get back to sleep again. And then I woke up again and it was Alex's alarm going off and I was like, oh. When you wake up, like, you have been asleep, but you wake up feeling like you haven't been to sleep yet. I was just like, oh, I just want to eat. Rob, thank you very much for gifting a sub to King's Anne. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Hongshu Mei Mei. I like that. I like these cozy months. But yeah, like I had this dream. I did record it for Comfort Zone, so I won't give too much of it away. But I had a dream that I went away and I was suddenly like, I've not checked up on the bunnies and I've been away for a weekend and I don't know how the bunnies are doing. And I was just trying to like call up to see how the bunnies were doing. And so much stuff kept getting in the way. There was like, the person I was calling had big news. The person people kept on walking into the room and trying to talk to me. And I was just like, I just want to know how the bunnies are doing. It was, yeah, it was a lot. Just so much going on. One night for you, Fifi. You have a very happy day, don't you? Good morning, Da Vinci. But yeah. Oh, I need to tidy the bunny's room actually. Now I've got slightly more free time because I've come to the end of my freelance work once again. And I am just waiting for people to be recording stuff. So I need to sort out the massive hay pile that I've let build up yet again. And have a general tidy. Did I freelance? Well, we're about to start a Stardew playthrough on Friday, so I'm going to capture him yet again. Come on in, owls. I'm going to, should I marry? Oh, it sounds silly, like going into a game and having already decided who you're going to marry. So maybe I should play it more like loosey-goosey and decide as I'm playing. But I don't know, I think I always do this with Stardew. I'm just like, first day on the farm. Who will I marry? Who am I aiming towards? Dave, thank you very much for the bits. I did do my taxes. I did. Cleaning bunny area is Sisyphus work. It's true. It is true. Like, especially when I'm like trying to, sweep things into the bin, and Fifi loves knocking the bin over. So like as soon as as soon as it's full, she just run over. Like she like makes a beeline for it, runs over and knocks it over and it's standing again. um Good morning, Limewood. How you doing? Uh it's Emily, right? I don't know. Emily's never really stood out to me. I feel like I should go for Harvey because of all the times I've tried to and then got distracted. Kirsty, I'm hoping will end up with like a besties situation with Krobus, but I'm not going to force that upon her. I just want that's my hope. um, will Harvey have a beard though? And I do sort of like the idea because I got so close to marrying Lance before. I do sort of feel like maybe I should follow through with it this time. I just got distracted by a proposal at the last minute. Cavish, good morning. How you doing? Um, but yeah. Meridian attentively listening to Melos explaining how the farm works in the background. I'm already reading the Lonely Hearts pages. Yeah, I'll just leave Meridian to organize the farm, and I'll just run off, chatting everyone up. 'Tis the way. What do you have to love triangle with? Well, I don't think we go for the same people. I don't think there'd be any problem with that because Rydian's an edgelord and he want to go for those types. He'd be like the wizard or Sebastian or Abigail. Kirsty will be like the only person I can see Kirsty actually going for is Krobus, unless we have some like bizarre mod, or if we had a Linus mod. Come on, Sienna. But yeah, took me a moment to realize this is Stardew, not IRL. Or if we have the lady wizard again, but I don't know if she's eligible. I don't know if you can marry her. But if you could, was it Camilla? Maybe? I would love for them to. Do you know what? I would marry Sandy. If Sandy became a marriageable person, I bloody love Sandy. Either that or I can't remember. If you could have that thing where people end up together. I always refer to it as the No One Dies Alone mod, but I can't think what the actual name of it is. But it has like date scenes and people can get married and stuff. But I can't remember. There's some person who maybe it is. Is it Emily? Is it Emily that Sandy? Oh no, I can't remember. But yes. Hello, Sambad. Or should I say bonjour? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about something. Oh, Limewood's question. If they were roommates. if Yogs were in Stardew, who would they be? Come on in, Strike It. Gerry, you hiding. He hiding. I guess. Well, I guess there's the Tom Harvey mod. Although you would have thought that Simon Clark would be Harvey because he's the doctor. Um, Hello, Gerry. What are you thinking? Where are you running away to, baby boy? Where are you running away to, eh? Where you going? Where you going? Good morning, mobbed. I wonder if like Emily would be like oh yeah, Simon would be Demetrius. Demetrius. Emily could be Boof, maybe? I feel like they could maybe have similar vibes. Shane. I feel like it's bad to say who Shane would be. Who would be the alcoholic? But he does have redeeming features. Would Lewis be Lewis? Yeah, Lewis would be Lewis. He would be the mayor. I guess I don't know if Ozzy would be Haley. Ozzy's too open to be Haley. I mean, Haley does turn out to be lovely, but she's like, I feel like Ozzy is just very open and immediately lovely sort of thing. I would be Marnie. Wait, am I? do I end up marrying Lewis? He quits booze if you romance him, but then when you marry him, he goes back to it, which is one of the most frustrating things about it. I wish there was like a way that you could, if you're nice to him, I'm not saying he has to just, stick it out, but if I wish there was a way that if you still treat him nicely every day and you're attentive and stuff, he stays on track. Come on, Emily. Small lefts. Oh no. It's bad that I see Linus as Harry. No, that's fair dues. They're both free spirits. I think Mark Humes would be Haley. I can see that. Who else is there? Oh my gosh, who would be Pierre? We know that Nosy would be who's the baddie? Who's the Joja guy? That's who Nosy would be. Kirsty could be Krobus. Trying to think around the town who there is. I mean, I'd quite like... Oh, Morris. Yeah, that's the one. And then we need someone to be... Oh, what's he called? Could we have, like, Strippin as Alex? I feel like he would be the nearest. I don't know if we have any... What's wrong, Fifi? She's all alert. What is it? What do your blue ears hear? Pierre is Pierre. We'll have the little baby as like a married business owner. It would be Sebastian. That would probably be Rithian, the edgy goth boy. Who'd be Cliff? I can't even think who Cliff is. Is there a Cliff? Oh, Clint. Oh, see, he's another one who's hard to place because he's again not the most redeeming of personalities with his cutscenes. So he'd have to be Oh, I don't know. I think him and Shane are the two that I'd be hard pushed to assign. See, I think I see who's Pam? Oh, that could be Ozzy. Ozzy would make a cracking Pam. I would love to see Ozzy play Pam in the Stardew Yogs musical. Um, I would see. I know that there's the like Angori Harvey mod, but I see Xylus more as Harvey, and I see Tom more as Willie. I could imagine Tom just like, living out on the beach, like with his little fishing stand. um, who would Simon be? Simon could be Linus. Linus is lovely. Who else is there? Oh, wait, no, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Simon would have to be the dwarf in the mine, of course. It's so obvious now. Just having his little shop, his little dwarf shop in the mine. Having a little argument with Krobus every now and then, but then sort it out in the end. Who would be Elliot is the real question. Who's going to be the poetic heartthrob on the beach? You're so lost with the conversation. Have you not played Stardew? I guess if you've not played Stardew, this is very confusing. I'd want to be not at all. Ah, it's a very lovely cozy game, but I know it's not for everyone. I would want to be Leia or Leah. I can never decide how to say her name. Who would be the child on Ginger Island? Oh, Leo. Stardew's too slow for me. Could never enjoy it. Yeah, I know. Like Tom Hazel tried it, and we just found it really frustrating. I know because it's one of those things that I do love it, but I know some people, like the time limits on the day annoy them, and that sort of stuff. I guess people who, because I grew up playing like Harvest Moon and stuff, so I'm used to these sorts of seasonal and day patterns. Hello, Fifi. I'm getting Fifi kisses. What about which Yogs would be the main Baldur's Gate characters? Who would be Karlak? Who would be the most big and smashy and fiery? Lydia. Yeah, I can see. Who would be Shart? Oh. I have a horrible feeling that I would be the closest to Shart. There's a depressing notion. I think everyone else would be too, I think I'd be too... Kim does have Karlak energy. That is very true. That is very true. Hello. You have the hair and you forgot. Hello. At least you're not a Starian. I wish I was a Starian. I wish. That's my New Year's resolution, is to have that level of sass. But alas. What have I walked into where someone's called shut? Baldur's Gate 3. Booth for shut? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. She could she could be a good shot. Hello, Fifi. What you do? What you do? I am excited to play. Oh, that's a point actually. I guess I should tell you now. So we're taking a little Gerry. We're taking a couple weeks break from playing Tears of the Kingdom to play a different game, but we will go back to Tears of the Kingdom. For I will not allow it to not continue. Long may it continue. But yeah, we're gonna play Enshrouded for a couple of weeks. So we'll be playing that on Monday. Sniffer. Fifi, can I encourage you to eat any of these random bits of hay that I've brought out onto the rug? Like this bit. This bit. This bit. This bit. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, don't fear not, we are not finished with Tears of the Kingdom, because I really want to play that. Hello. But we just thought we would give it a go. I decided to call my new Skyrim character Nooch because it's a fun word to say. And I heard it countless times in your Veganuary videos. I should really write to Engevita and just be like, look, I have taught so many people what Nooch is. Sponsor me. Give me a lifetime supply of Nooch. Hello. Hello. What are you after, Gerry boy? What are you thinking? What's going on in that blue head? Money, please. Well, more like Nooch, please. What's Nooch? Well, I'll tell you. It's nutritional yeast. It's just a shorter, cuter, easier word to say than having to say the whole thing. Instead of nutritional yeast, you just say the Nooch. Bold move to just ask someone to sponsor you. Yeah, especially when I've already done like 10 videos being like, use this stuff. But like, look, retrospectively, can you just send me a tub of Nooch, please? Please. It's it is nice. Good morning, Zaf. How you doing? Hello. But it is very nice. I put it in pretty much everything. Oh, not everything savoury. Apparently Nooch is a brand as well. The one I go for is Engevita. That's like my favourite brand. I know that Bosch have their own Nooch now. I saw that. I was tempted to try it, but I didn't. That's the end of that story. In my cereal, on my toast, in my car, as glitter sometimes in my crafts. Just throw it everywhere. My flatmate had it, but it always smelled so cheesy. I wasn't keen. See, this is a curious thing, because someone commented on one of my TikToks being like, because I did a video and I called it cheesy pasta. And they were like, why would you call it cheesy if it does not have cheese in? And I was like, because cheesy means it's cheese-like. It can mean it's like full of cheese, but also cheese adjacent. And I was like, because how else would you describe a cheesy taste? It's cheesy. But it was like, it had started off this big discussion, and I was just like, oh my gosh, go from not really getting comments on TikToks to all of a sudden opening it, and there was just like 8 comments of people discussing the use of the word cheesy. I was like, but yeah, dear oh dear. I still get a sad feeling using yeast because I have vegan friends who got really mad at me when I cooked for them and used nutritional yeast. Wait, why? Why were they mad? Are they not keen on the taste? Hello? Engagement. Oh, a doggo. Good morning, B. How you doing? How's it going? Today is the day that I've decided I am going to hello. I'm going to try beans on crumpets. If I get time to go to the shops before we record Comfort Zone, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be brave as a special Thursday treat. I will give it a go. Why? Because Kirsty. Because of my love of Kirsty. Oh, Fifi. Fifi had a moment. Pug, thank you very much for the 34 months. Good. Oh, you're there. Good morning, Brownie and chat. And Papa outside. Row, 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 row. Dave, did I say thank you for the bits? I did do my taxes. I can't remember. Oh. If you got sillies in there, you've got so many sillies in there. You have so many sillies in there, don't you? Oh dear, Fifi. Oh dear. I did. Oh, okay, good. Sometimes I feel like there is a queue of things happening in my brain, and sometimes my brain goes back over the queue and it's like, wait, did I serve that one? It's like when I say good morning to people and I'm like, I think I said that. Did I not? I better say it just in case. But yes. It's going to be nice cooking food and not filming it for a little while. But I am also at the same time, if anyone has any like recipe suggestions, I was thinking maybe I would start to do, I'm not going to put a date to it because I don't really want to set myself a thing at the moment, but beans on toast has been done. Because I wasn't sure. For some reason, I thought baked beans in tins weren't really available everywhere. So I thought, well, people hear about beans on toast, but maybe they don't try it outside of the UK. But it turns out that beans are pretty much available everywhere, so it's fine. And the only TikTok comment I got on that one was someone being like, why don't you just get a tin of beans? And I was like, yeah, no, fair point, fair play. I thought you couldn't, but turns out you can. Because my argument was going to be because they don't have baked beans in America. But it turns out that they just do. So yeah. Beans are different in the UK though. Oh. Beans. We're just not crazy enough to put baked beans in our food. Why? They're so yummy. I love beans. I would literally have pulses in like every meal. Bloody love them. Bloody love them. One person was like, when I did a chili video, they were like, why would you use butter beans? And I was like, I was wondering why there wasn't much chili in the chili. There was chili in it. There was chili powder, which is actually a lie because I normally make it with chili flakes when I make it. Oh, do you mean like chili peppers sort of thing? Instead of, I mean, chili powder is chili peppers. Seemed relatively low either way. It was because sorry, Fifi's on the loo, by the way. I wanted to show that it could be done. It wasn't meant to be like a full-on like chili recipe. That's why I called it like an easy chili. I wanted it to be more of like this is something you can make without having to worry about getting like specifically these. It's the sort of meal that I wanted it to be like, you've probably got these things in your cupboard already. You could just throw this together, rather than it being like, go to the shops and specifically buy these things so that you can make this recipe, if that makes sense. Because it was meant to be, all of the recipes were meant to be like short, easy things for people to try, rather than, oh, thank you for the follow, rather than it being like, here is how you would actually make this thing from scratch, sort of thing. So yeah, that's why it was just chili powder instead of a proper... I mean, I have made chili from scratch before. It's just very difficult to explain in a 60-second video. Hello. It's like, I felt bad when I did the one with the cauliflower cheese, because there were so many different things that went into that. I was like, I'm just going to have to rush through this so it fits within the time limit. So that it's not... Because if you go even like a second over, you're not allowed in the shorts category. It has to be under 60. But there are recipes that I would happily do and just do them in a longer format sort of thing, rather than it being squidged. Squidged. Hello. Give the cauliflower cheese a go. Ah, the cheesy sauce. It is nice. I was wondering if it would be good for like a mac and cheese. Hello. I've never been allowed in a short category before, it's true. Not since I was a child. Hello. Cauliflower and anything is a great combination, to be fair. I just bloody love cauliflower. But already since doing the videos, I found like videos I wish I had done instead. But yeah. But yes. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Someone was saying, why did you use butter beans in the chili? And I was like, because they're my favorite beans. I know it's more normal to use like kidney beans or something, but butter beans are my favorite, and I will always just use them instead of whatever is suggested, because they're just tasty. I just love them. I just think they're neat. Hello. Hello. Hi. What are you up to? You and Gerry have changed. You've changed your usual roles. He's off destroying the box. And you are here. Here I am in the waters. Need to give peanut noodles a go. Wait, different to the ones that I made? Or, when you make chili, you're meant to have a bunch of secret ingredients. True. A secret family blend of herbs and spices. Fifi? Oh yeah, I had to retire Blowhigh, by the way, because one of them attacked him. One of them attacked him, and now he is sort of a very empty shark. It was a very gruesome scene. I had to pick up a lot of stuffing. I don't know who it was. Genuinely could have been either of them. I have a feeling it was probably Gerry, because Gerry loves ripping apart stuffed things. Like every sort of like soft bed or something we've had, it's been Gerry who has ripped it apart. He you can just see her little ears. There she is. Hello. Is it because the sun's shining today? You've suddenly got a lot of energy. Oh my goodness. Hello. What's going on in there? You've actually turned the carpet round with your zoomies. Fifi. Fifi, do you want your treat? Do you want a treat now? You're trying to find a treat. Wait, hang on, let me check what Gerry's doing. Is he? Oh. Gerry is... I don't know what Gerry's doing. It's hard to describe. For some reason, he's wedged himself down the back of the litter tray. He's just there. I don't know why, Fifi. I can't explain these things. I hope he's not pooping down the side of it. But I wouldn't put it past him. He do like pooping. Gerry! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Tea. There you go. Very good bunnies. I feel bad they've not had very exciting food today. I mean, the last couple of days. I bought more parsley than I thought. So they've just been getting through that. Vegan cocktails are a thing, yeah. There's a couple places in Bristol that do them. But I guess generally a lot of cocktails are just like something fruity and something alcoholic, which lends itself easily. Hello. Isn't most booze vegan? Yeah, spirits. Wine and beer you have to check for, but I think pretty much everything else is. But yeah. Look at he, a sunny bun. A cutie patootie. 30 days of cocktails. Oh my gosh. That sounds like it would be a very expensive video endeavor. Be very boring. As someone who I basically just drink water every day. Water and tea. So I don't know if I could even... Come on, Ilaboto. I don't know if I could even think of Pina colada. Is that a cocktail? Or is that just a drink? I don't even know. What's the other one? Espresso martini. That's one I know. I've had that one before. I can't think of any others. Oh, Sex on the Beach. That's one, right? Isn't there one that's called like a woohoo or a woo-woo or something like that? Isn't that like a really old-fashioned... Oh yeah, I forget that a White Russian is a cocktail. Yes, that is true, Rob. Mojito, that's true. Is that like a coconutty one? A buttery, isn't it a slippery nipple? That's a cocktail, isn't it? And what's old-fashioned? True. Isn't there one that's called like it's got like a name. Isn't there one that's got a name? It's very helpful. Isn't White Russian the drink Moss always asks for? Maybe, but does he say that he wants it like a virgin White Russian or something? So he just gets he just drinks milk or something. Cosmopolitan. Oh, that's the famous one. Hello. What are you thinking, baby boy? What are you thinking? Are you thinking you would like cuddles? Would you like cuddles? Is that what you're thinking? You want a big snuggle? Do you want a snuggle? Should I come under the table and give you a big snuggle? We had such a lovely cuddle this morning, didn't we, Gerry? I came downstairs and Gerry was like, he was in this little potato mode and he was so warm and so cozy. So I just like enveloped him and we snuggled and he was just like, he was digging it. He was so cozy. I was like, I just want to stay like this, stealing your warmth, but providing you with some more. And look at he. Jen had people around for a dinner party and she was like, can I get anyone a drink? Oh, Rob Roy. Isn't Rob Roy? Is that a martini or a cocktail? I think I've heard people ask for that in films before. And Moss says White Russian and Jen is like, Yeah, White Russian is my favourite, apart from I don't like it. I only like half of the ingredients. So when I go into a bar, if I'm feeling fancy, by which I mean I'm doing karaoke, I will I'll just ask for like Color or Tia Maria and oat milk. And they're like, do you mean a White Russian? And I'm like, no. I don't want the vodka. I just want the coffee, please. Thank you. But it is nice. It is nice. But yeah, so what is it that there's something, maybe it's a TV show where someone orders Rob Roy and they're just like, what's that? And they're like, I don't know, but I've always wondered. Maybe it's like Friends or something, where someone orders one. Hennessy and green tea. Is Hennessy gin? Chandler asked for it. Yeah, that's where it's come from. That's where it is in my head. See, the thing is, I've never cocktails are just classically like spenny. So I've never ordered one before. Except for the what you call it? The when we had that like cocktail bar in the office. But that doesn't count because I never actually ordered a thing. I would just go up and say like, I like pineapple, make me something with pineapple, and then they would. And it wouldn't be anything in particular. It was just the dregs of whatever bottles they had with some pineapple juice in. But they were all really nice. Too nice, if you ask me. But then usually when you go to a place, it will be like one cocktail is £9 or something. And I'm like, well, is it worth it? I've heard of one called a cement mixer where you drink a shot of Baileys and then a lemon juice and it curdles in your mouth. That does not sound pleasant. That does not sound pleasant. No. What's the classic Jaeger bomb? I remember that when that became like the big thing. When people had Jaeger bombs. That was like a university thing. Dear, oh dear. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. But then again, I am someone who doesn't really drink, so it's not really for me. I don't remember the last time I had an alcoholic drink. Nope. It's been too long. Too long. I mean, I remember Blue WKD when I was at uni. Oh, and like, what's that horrible stuff? Like apple teeny or whatever it is. And peach schnapps. Why do people drink these things? Why? Why? But I'm very, I just don't really even drink pop anymore. Just like cold water. It's as spicy as I like it. Just a nice hot chocolate. What's wrong with that? Although, Malibu. I do. So like once per summer, I'll get a Malibu. That's about as far as it goes. For me, I went to Chance Encounters yesterday, and I did get a milkshake, and that was nice. I got an Oreo milkshake, and that was very tasty, and it was like having a drink and a dessert. So that's maybe as exciting as I go. I know in some places they do like, like adult milkshakes where it's like a cocktail milkshake thing. But I'm just not that fussed about drinking at all. I think I'm just naturally, I just giggle at everything anyway, so I've never really felt the need to have alcohol. It's like when people always say like, when you go to karaoke, you must get really tipsy to do it. And I'm just like, no, I normally do it stone cold sober because I just really enjoy the karaoke aspect of karaoke. I don't feel the need to be looking up to do it. Although Rob is going to come back with the counter argument that the last time we did karaoke together, I did get drunk, but that doesn't count because that's not the norm. That was a one-off. Normally, I do it just on water alone, and that's enough to carry me through. Just water and bangers. That's all I need. It's more for shyness, yeah. Well, I think there's like some people are shy and some people are they do need it to find it enjoyable. Jerry, would you like your joint tablet before I go? Would you like it? Because I guess I should I need to get over there to reach them, but there are bnuis on me. Do we have any raid targets? I cannot move. You have pinned me down. The tablets are there. I need to move over there. I need to move. Okay. Okay. Oh, Visty's just gone live. We can go to Visty. We can go to Visty. Vivi. Vivi. Oh, Jerry, that's some intense sniffing. Okay, this is not very. Oh, Vivi, I dropped it. It's somewhere down there. You've made this angle very difficult. There's one for you. There's one for you. Okay. Shall we go and see Visty? Ready, Visty, in a minute. Nice. There you go, bunnies. I just find if I give them their joint tablets on stream, it helps me remember that I've given it to them. Vivi, you've had to. Vivi. So, later today, I thought I was doing the Lethal Company Yogscast thing, but then I've not heard back from them since. So I might have been kicked out, I don't know. So I'll either be doing that, or I guess I'll do some Skyrim. If not. Oh, there you go. I was going to say, or I'll still be stuck under Gerry. But yes, everyone have very lovely days. And I will see some of you later. The rest of you just have equally lovely days. And I shall speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. You can just enjoy a kissy boy until the end. And a kissy cat. Oh. Oh. Kisses? Or do you want to chew my sleeve? You like chewing my sleeve sometimes. Do you want to chew it? No. No, he's too cozy today. He's not in the mood for violence. He's a baby. Oh, we're gone. Do you hear that, Fifi? We've been abandoned. Thank you, cow. Bye-bye. A boop.